you were sharing with me just a minute ago how like you've seen like you're starting to get more strength daily, like as time goes by.
It's been 15 years and I'm barely able to move my right leg. You know, like all the muscle functions are there, but it's just the strength of them. You know, so like your brain sends a signal to your muscle, and your muscle says to fire or contract. But when you have a spinal cord injury, it's like trying to put power to a radio through a frayed wire. You know, so if you don't have like, if a wire was that thick, and then you just have one little itty bitty strand connecting this part and this part, you're not gonna get very much power from your radio. You're not gonna get, you know, the signal's not gonna get there. So that's basically what's happened to my body, is that I can move everything, but very in small amounts and not with a lot of strength. So I have to constantly do physical therapy to try to strengthen that signal to the muscle to get it stronger, so it knows, okay, I need to I need to flex harder, I need to contract harder. So it's just taking a lot of time, and like I was saying, just the other day I was able to kick my leg out on my right side. I don't know if I can do it now, but, I can do it this side. Basically, I can do that on this side. My leg's hurt right now. But at least I could move, because before, that's about all I got. When I first started doing it, I was in my wheelchair and I went like that with my leg, and that's when I was like, Dad, look, I can move it. And I was like, that was the single greatest joy in my life at that time. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. So now I could do everything. It's hard.
So it's just moving from the knee on.
Yeah, this is my weak side. So I couldn't even do that before.
Wow.
So that's to me it's a miracle. I can see, I work on it, get it bigger. So like this is my quad on my left, which is I could do everything here, and this is the right. So it's really.
And that's because that's
muscle atrophy, just from not being able to contract the muscle fully and exercise it on a daily basis.
And that's where the bullet.
No, the bullets all went through all my torso area. So I have basically 10 holes all the way around.
So you didn't get shot but once, but how many times?
I got shot 5 times, but I only got one bullet hit my spinal cord. And I guess, I don't know if it's to the doctors or just to anybody really in the medical, I don't know if the medical profession also, but that's the only thing that mattered to the doctors was the one spinal cord injury, because that's the reason why I was in the hospital.
Right.
If it wasn't for the spinal cord injury, I'd probably be up walking around and I wouldn't have these problems. But that one bullet, luckily it grazed my spinal cord. Like, it didn't go through the center of the spinal cord, it went off to the side and then shattered everything off that way.
But all your other organs were... They missed your organs, or did you get any damage from the other bullets?
They all went through, but the one hit my spinal cord, and everything else just basically hit like intestine, bowel, and that's about it really. Just I won't say useless, but you know, it didn't mess me up that bad. I remember I had to have surgery because of that, because I would get I got infections in my stomach area because of the way the bullets went through. And for a long time, I had a open, like, cavity in my stomach. You know, like that it was like a canal like this that they would just stick dressing in. They would soak it in saline solution and stick it in there until, I guess, because slowly it came back together like this. But I never got to see it because I was on my back, I was paralyzed, and I never got to that. Everybody else got to see it. My mom, my sister, my girlfriend at the time. I never had to see it, and maybe it was a good thing because they said it was not a pretty sight. You know, it was, you see somebody with you can see like basically my intestines and stuff, or my skin. You know, they said it was about that deep. It was a pretty deep canal.
Man, go ahead. What would you say to someone who just went through what you just went through? Like, what kind of words of encouragement or hope, or what would you recommend for them to hear?
Just that, to keep hope. And keep hope alive, like they would say. Not that it's funny, but you know, you have to be strong. You know, in yourself and in the Lord. You know, He can help you. Take some of the burden off. Because I would pray every day, and you know, not that I'm a religious person, but that just kind of like strengthened my resolve in God. Just knowing that there is somebody there helping you. Because I don't think I could have done it on my own. You know, I was a strong person, but that was a real like a monumental stepping stone I had to get over. It's a test of my life, and I felt like I passed. You know, he helped me to realize that there are, besides, you know, walking and being able to walk, that there are other things in life to look forward to besides being able to walk. I wasn't able to walk. I was in a wheelchair for 3 years, and there were other things I had to look forward to, like my family, my friends, you know, still living a productive life, going to school, having fun, without being able to play basketball or dance or whatever. So it's like, so I would say, like, you know, just try your best to do everything the doctors tell you to do as far as physical therapy. You don't have to necessarily listen to the doctors, because, like I said, the doctor told me I'd never walk again, and I made up my own mind that to say that that's not going to be true. There are differences in spinal cord injuries. Mine was an incomplete spinal cord injury because it didn't completely sever my spinal cord. So that's what gave me the notion that, look, they don't know. You know, I guess only me and God are going to know, and we're going to decide this together. So I just did physical therapy as much as I could, as often as I could, and I've been waiting. And it takes time. I've been waiting for 15 years, and he gives me a little bit at a time. So if you work at it, and you want it, you can get it, you can obtain it. And then, you know, there are some people that aren't as blessed as I am. I don't want to say they're not as blessed, but some people, it's just not in the cards, I guess. And I know a lot of people that are completely happy, you know, just the way they are. I was happy, you know, if I would have stayed alive, it would have been enough for me, because I didn't want to go. I wasn't ready, and I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad he gave me more days to live.
Yeah.
I guess my journey wasn't done yet, so I'm still here. But like I said, yeah, keep on trying to walk. If that's what your plan is and that's what you want, you have to, you know, go for it. It's really hard. I know people with spinal cord injuries or gunshot injuries, we deal with a lot of depression because it came on quick. There was no sign of it, and all of a sudden you're paralyzed. So a lot of us, even me, we suffer from depression because it's a messed up thing to have to go through. You know, like, I don't know if you don't know about spinal cord injuries, there's bowel programs. There's you have to catheterize yourself, which is not pretty, and it's just a really tough thing. I remember the first time they tried to make me put a sock on my own foot. I was upset. I was like, are you crazy? I was yelling, cussing. I can't do this. I can't put a sock on my foot. I'm paralyzed. I can't do it. And because I was feeling sorry for myself. But I learned that I can do it. You can do it, and if you put your mind to it, you'll achieve it. So now putting a sock on is like fun. I had to do that like nothing. You know, even before I could completely walk or anything. When I was in my wheelchair, it was just the pain that at the time I was going through a lot of pain and a lot of depression, and I didn't want to put a damn sock on. You know, I was upset about it. So I had to let go of that anger and let go of that why feeling. You know, like, why me? And I had to get on to the this is what I'm going to do, and this is who I'm going to be phase. So I don't know. I hope that could help somebody, but
yeah,
it helped me.
So before, what was your lifestyle like? Did it change, like, your attitude towards life, kind of the direction of life for you? Of course, obvious, yeah, but like, what were you doing before all this happened?